WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Initializing Johnny's house protocol. Positive vibes loading. Entertainment news loading. Random information loading. Sarcastic comments loading. Activating Hall of Fame protocol. Orlando's #1 morning show activated.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Wake up, get out of bed. I make sure the radio's the first thing I turn on when I am in my car.
Dude, it's a cool show.
It gives me an actual reason to listen to the radio. Y'all ready?
Hold on to your flag.
Orlando's #1 hit music station.
This is Johnny's House.
On XL 1067.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. 601, Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 1067. Johnny's House, Wednesday morning, partly cloudy, isolated shower. They're saying gusty winds up to 25 miles an hour today. 77 is a high, 64 right now.
All right, so obviously we've been talking about iHeartRadio Week on Wheel of Fortune, but I want to mention what video is going viral this morning of our guy Ryan Seacrest.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he likes cheese. If you haven't seen this video, last week he was doing like his new favorite festival is like, you know, this cheese rolling festival that they have.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So that's where like a bunch of people chase like a cheese wheel down a hill. And whoever gets it wins. Well, Ryan decided to give it a try. So Vanna White rolled a giant fake wheel of cheese across the studio floor so Ryan could chase it. And he either purposely dove for it or he like wiped out trying to grab it. I don't know if it was like a little bit of like both, but it just looked like he like wiped out. And yeah,
I meant to do that.
Hit the ground hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, iHeartRadio Week continues tonight. And what they're saying is that you have a chance to win an exclusive VIP experience at our very own iHeartRadio Radio Theater in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they have big shows.
I know. So
intimate shows.
Watch Wheel of Fortune, obviously your local listings. I know you've been watching it,
Yeah,
Brian.
the guy last night won backstage at Jingle Ball this year.
Heck
so
yeah.
he gets just for solving a puzzle. I'm like, damn.
You're sitting back there going, that's so-and-so.
And he won $17,000.
Dang.
I know.
That's so-and-so.
They should have got some like personalities, iHeartRadio personalities to get on there.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, then they expose how dumb we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, Ryan Seacrest is the personality.
Yeah,
I got you.
I got
You
it.
both have a point. Coldplay, they're doing Music of the Spheres tour. Did you see this?
No.
So obviously, Las Vegas, the Sphere, they're doing like the biggest fans and like friends. They're going to go to Las Vegas to experience this whole like once in a lifetime experience.
Okay.
So there's a contest that you can actually win a trip to Las Vegas. And it's going to include the round trip airfare tickets to the Sphere. But basically, a lot of people, these shows at the Sphere, if you haven't seen like the videos inside, they are insane.
Yeah.
But it's like behind the scenes tours, on stage photos, and all access pre-show lounge. So if you want to check it out, that's all over.
I ain't going to the Sphere because it's going to mess up all of my live entertainment experiences.
What do you mean?
It's wild.
It
like when
takes
you
it to
see
a
it, man,
whole
it's
different
crazy.
level.
I know, yeah. Just watching videos of it is very like insane. It's trippy.
The video of the race that they were watching inside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You duck because you feel like something's gonna hit you.
Yeah, so obviously Coldplay, they're making stops across like everywhere. They're doing the United States, and then they're doing like they're doing Europe. They're doing all these different tour dates, but they're kicking it off with that Sphere show.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, wait, so is something going to come at us? Nah, just the guys on stage.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, we come back. What did we do yesterday? Updates on the way on Johnny's House.
Did you know that there are more than 80 runners from Central Florida competing in this year's Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America? For some, running Boston is a bucket list experience. Others are determined to break a personal record, but thousands of runners are doing it for a good cause. Together, we can help them raise money and make a difference. So find a runner, help a cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/help-a-cause. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, presenting partner of the Boston Marathon. References to charitable organizations are not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Hi, this is attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck and need a check? There's only 2 words you need to remember.
Dan Newland. If you're ever in a wreck, pick up that phone and just Google the one and only attorney Dan Newland.
This ad is not a prediction of specific results or a guarantee of success. Offices, Orlando.
Ben Franklin here to talk to you about clogged drains. That's right. When your kitchen sink won't drain, a clog might be lingering. Talk to the pros at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing about clearing your home's plumbing issues. Visit BenjaminFranklinPlumbing.com or call 877-BEN-1776 to request an appointment.
Go with the flow, the local pros. Call Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
Call for details. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in their respective state or county.
annual event everyone waits for is here this weekend at International Diamond Center. Incredible savings across the board. Up to 20% off. Rings, bands, bracelets, earrings, pendants, plus thousands of designer engagement rings. Even all GIA certified diamonds are on sale. Acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Mall at Millenia, and Waterford Lakes.
This hour of XL Music is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Partly cloudy today, isolated showers possible, high of around 73, 30% chance of rain.
At Take 5 Oil Change, they get it. Time is precious. That's why they make getting your oil changed fast, friendly, and simple. You'll be back on the road in just 10 minutes. Book ahead or drive in. It's fast either way. Take 5 Oil Change, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
Waking up in Johnny's house makes my mornings feel like XL 1067.
6:19 on a Wednesday. It is Johnny's house. It's going to be partly cloudy and breezy today. Slight chance of an ISO shower. 77 is a high, 64 right now. Let's see. Yesterday we had a meeting. I had to rush home. Like I had to get a power. You ever had to like have a power sleep? Like I got to go to sleep now. Got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
Never happens.
It never happens. So I had to do that. Get some sleep. Picked up the kid from the car line, and I got back home and said, "Got to go back to sleep." Told the kid, "Listen, when I wake up, I'll have dinner ready for you because I have something to do late night tonight." Cooked some dinner, and then I can't tell you where I was, but I was out and didn't get back till like 11 o'clock last night. And then after tossing and turning, it was enough time to fall asleep to wake up. And here we are. Ray.
It was good. After the meeting, I did run some errands, and then what did I do? Oh, I'm trying to like clean out some stuff in my house because you know how you just collect things. So
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
Yeah, look at the side of your desk. You learn about it real quick.
He told me yesterday that he's going to do it. So
that's the first step, saying you're gonna.
No, there's I'm waiting. Every day I check the men's bathroom because they have that big wheel-in trash can, and I'm going to wheel it right. When that person comes in at night, what the hell is this? Got to deal with it.
Yeah, so then after that, I picked up the twins, and Sienna had a softball game last night. And that's pretty much it. It got cold. You could feel like the cold front coming in.
As soon as the sun went down, it got kind of chilly outside. Yeah. I don't just keep things, man. It's stuff that people give me, and I don't want to throw it away, so I got to find a place to donate it.
Yeah, we're just giving you a hard time.
No, but for real, I look back there yesterday, I was like, oh, look, I can't throw that. Oh, man, I can't.
Yeah.
Man, somebody get, oh, man. And then I said, I'll do another day.
If it's closed, we still have the donation boxes right out front.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll hit that. A lot of them are.
Yeah,
a lot of them
there you
are. B.
Let's see. So I got stuck here for a while yesterday because we had meetings, and then I had a whole second meeting with Red Mountain Weight Loss. I did tell them I have a food truck event coming up this Sunday.
They said cancel.
I apologize. No, they said life happens.
Oh, I love that.
They said it's okay. Just make sure that you make up for it on another day by not going crazy.
Okay.
So they were cool about it. So and I'm progressing. So I'm losing weight. So they're cool with it. Now if I come in there and I gain weight since last consultation, they might be like, "Hey, fatty, what are you doing?"
Yeah. How y'all doing?
Hey, fatty like cake. What are you doing?
The food truck thing took something out of me.
So I did warn him, and I told him I had another cruise coming up, and he's like, "Dude, you sure get out a lot." I said, "Yeah, yeah, you know."
I try.
And unfortunately, they're all like anti-diet events, but whatever. So that went okay, and then I went home and I had to finish up my yard work from the day before, so I did that. I didn't. By the time I was done, I didn't have time for a nap, so I didn't do that. My wife cooked up some dinner. We watched Amazing Race, which she still thinks we should go on. Which I think would be a terrible idea for our relationship. And then we watched Wheel of Fortune with our good friend Ryan Seacrest, and then I crashed out, man. Because I was so tired because I didn't sleep well the night before because I was having some life problems.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get a nap, so I was like, you know what, 8 o'clock.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, ain't nothing like not being able to sleep when you got some life problems going on.
Dude.
It's the damn worst.
Tell me, I know.
It's the worst.
Tuesday night I sat there going, really?
Exactly.
Really?
Well, I just might as well get up, man. That's what I need to do. Nerese.
It was really good. So yesterday, had a meeting with you guys, and then did some work, went home, and took like an hour nap. And like usually I like to do like extra work, like at a coffee shop, but I'm like, bro, I'm going to keep spending money. So instead of just going outside and doing work, I took a really long 2-mile lap with Guadalupe around Lake Eola.
Okay.
It was so nice just being outside. The weather. I'm trying to take this in before it gets real hot.
Now, I'm one who have never done work at a coffee shop. So they frown upon it. You just going in there and bring your own stuff and just work.
What you mean?
Well, you can't bring your own coffee.
No, you got a thermos.
No. You use their Wi-Fi, but you buy their coffee.
Johnny. I'm ghetto, but I ain't that ghetto. Come on now.
Okay. The only thing I can equate that to is Corona, my cigar bar. I can bring my own cigars there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have.
So you're still purchasing a cocktail, aren't you?
I usually just have one beer.
Yeah.
That's good. You only need to buy one coffee. You can use their Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a fair trade, but it's like I do it almost every day. I'm like, hold on, I need to stop spending that money on coffee.
Hey, man, come here every damn day about nothing. Sir, can you buy something? Yeah, I'm going to buy something.
Yeah, and then
Laptop
after that,
closed?
No, for real.
I'm out. On to the next spot. Okay.
And then after that, I met up with some girls with the volunteer group, and then went home and got the bid.
Very good, very good. We come back today is one of those special days we like to highlight, and we'll tell you what it is. And if you celebrate it, coming up on Johnny's House.
This traffic center is brought to you by the one and only attorney Dan Newland.
We have slow traffic eastbound on I-4 from before US 27 to State Road 429. Had a disabled vehicle in the right lane northbound on I-95 north of LPGA Boulevard. We look great on the Greenway from Sanford to Osceola County. We're up to speed on the beach line from the coast to Orlando. It's a smooth ride on the 408 from Colonial to the Turnpike. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Daisy Ash.
Don't miss the Central Florida Home and Garden Expo.
This weekend at the Orange County Convention Center,
April 12th and 13th.
This is the big one.
Over 300 exhibits.
Free admission.
The Central Florida Home and Garden Expo.
At the Orange County Convention Center.
This weekend.
Joe Rossi from Greenway Kia here. Tariffs are hitting the auto industry hard, but we're ready. We loaded up on brand new Kias across all 3 locations. Right now, they're in stock and tariff-free, with interest rates as low as 0% for 72 months. Plus, take $3,000 off any new 2025 Kia Sportage. We want to see you in a Kia. Visit greenwaykias.com.
Stock number SG292557. MSRP $30,840. Qualified applicants through KFA. 0 down. $13.88 per thousand borrowed for 72 months at 0% APR financing. Plus tax title license. $8.99 dealer. $249.50 doc fee. Expires 5/5/25.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Bowl sensation Chris Brown presents Breezy Bowl 20 Stadium World Tour. Celebrate 20 years of Chris Brown live in Orlando. Performing at Camping World Stadium September 30th. With special guests Janae Aiko and Bryson Tiller. Get tickets Friday, April 11th at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss the biggest R&B event of the year. For more, visit ChrisBrownWorld.com.
For years, I've been telling you guys how much I love my Safe Touch security system, the peace of mind with my crazy schedule, knowing that my home, my family protected, and I can check it 24/7 right from my Safe Touch app. Well, if you're thinking about a better solution for your home security, now is a great time to talk to my friends at Safe Touch, because this month you can save up to 50% on select security systems. With Safe Touch, you're going to get total peace of mind, total customization, plus their local 24/7 professional monitoring and the fastest response time in the industry. Average response time, just 12 seconds. That's like having somebody standing by ready to help you out when you're in a pinch. They're giving you a free Safe Touch Ultimate package right now at XL1067.com with 3 years of professional monitoring. That's right. You can win yourself a Safe Touch Ultimate package right now at XL1067.com, right there on the contest page. That's 2 of their top tier AI deterrence cameras, 3 free-year professional monitoring, no strings attached. Sign up to win right now. XL1067.com, right there on the contest page. Hit up Safe Touch. Find out what they can do for you. SafeTouch.com. State license EF 2000-2049.
6:34, that's Teddy Swim. It is Wednesday morning. You are listening to Johnny's House. I want to say thank you for getting up and listening to us every morning. We do appreciate you, for real, though. Partly cloudy, isolated showers, gusty winds, and 77 is our high. It is 64 right now. Ray, today is one of those special days that we always like to highlight every now and then. This one's kind of weird because I don't really know what it is. I think only you and maybe Brian know. Nerese, you know what this is?
Yeah.
You know what it is? All right, well, I guess I'm just out of the loop. What is today, ma'am?
So today is International ASMR Day.
And what exactly is ASMR?
So ASMR is like this little sounds, whether it's like soothing, whispery, gentle tapping, and basically it goes, for some people, it goes into like the nervous system and it's like a pleasuring feeling. So it promotes like relaxation or like stress relief for some people and improved sleep. And I find myself feeling like not triggered, but like very sensitive to like hearing it.
And what's yours? What sound is it?
And so it's just like it's anything from like people whispering to like scraping. Like there's this girl that I follow and now I see my daughter watching it on her tablet too, and I'm like, oh, she's got the triggers too.
And what is, I mean, you hear it and it just makes you relaxed, it makes you happy?
Yeah. So she'll just be like, today's a good day to have a good day. She'll like scream the microphone.
See, that drives me crazy.
And people like that?
Oh yeah. But there's like different things that you can do, like the tapping that you said, but a lot of them are like this soft breathing like into the microphone, or they'll take like a brush, like a makeup brush, and like rub it against, or breathing, or people like sometimes people like the eating, like if you eat something crunchy,
like juicy fruit,
juicy.
I like running water. I don't mind the sound of like I sit outside sometimes and just listen to. We have like a water feature in my pool, so I just sit outside and listen to that.
Yeah.
See, but to me, like what you're doing, it drives me wild because you're doing it while we're talking. Like, so it's not that. It's like you do it as like that's what you're listening to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people watch ASMR videos, because they focus in on that. They lock in. It's like sensory.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Are bird sounds one? Could it be one?
Yeah.
If it was
just outside, it's just like
if it's just ambient bird sounds, it could be for sure.
Yeah.
So, but I'm thinking of like if you go to YouTube and you type in ASMR, there's like a ton.
See if you can find something.
Oh my
there's
God.
totally there's all there.
I want to hear a couple of them.
They probably upload new like millions of them every day.
Some people do it live. They'll be live and they'll just be like, "Good morning."
People are getting paid to do this.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's my hustle then.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Oh, Johnny, there's a lot. Even you and your nasty deep voice.
That ain't no nasty deep voice.
Why
Why's it gotta be nasty?
Nasty was a rude word. I'm sorry.
I just want to say you're beautiful.
Yeah, somebody with that's ASMR to some people.
Real.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
There it is.
Ew, that's cringy. Ugh. It's not triggering something good in me. My arm want to twitch.
But there's like a sense, like some people get it like.
This is just a compilation of a bunch of different ones.
See, is that tapping?
That's pretty cool. ASMR.
It is like mesmerizing in its own way.
It's kind of like you use it to like meditate.
Yes.
Sort of. You kind of like lose yourself in whatever sound it is.
I have my air dehumidifier on, running 24/7. I need to.
Okay. Is this one like growing up? We didn't have an air conditioning, but there was a fan at the end of the hall, and that sound of that fan, it would relax me and go to sleep because all you heard was a fan just running in the background. Is that one of them?
I mean, like there's a difference I think for like white noise and
Right.
then
Yeah.
ASMR.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe white noise.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because every sound that he just played right now, it made my left eye twitch underneath by the eyeball through the socket in the back. That does nothing for me. I'm going to be quiet for a second. What'd you say?
That freaks me out.
Dano? Today what? Today what? Oh, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to start doing this myself.
How many views is on that one?
449,000.
That is
For that one?
Yeah.
That one sound?
Yeah.
Now, she's got 1.6 million subscribers.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're going to have to start small, but you got to build.
After a while, I'm like, damn, I done ran out of sound.
But like my kids are starting to love it.
No, if you got hands and there's things on the desk, you ain't run out of sound.
I'm gonna try
So
this.
like even like this, like
Anything.
I'm gonna try this new sound. Moo.
Yeah, like actually though.
Anything.
Moo. Moo. I think I found my hustle.
There you go.
Wow. I mean, all of those, not one. It was one that was like, okay, I can deal with that one. But after that one, I don't. Brian, you got one that you said the water.
I like running water,
yeah.
and that's pretty much it. I mean, but that's like just a natural sound.
Yeah, see, I think I like more than, I think, was it the white noise? Yeah.
And they have white noise apps. They have green noise even.
Yeah. I got this one app where it's crazy. They have different sounds that you can add, like, first you start with the raindrop, and then you can have birds in the background, but that's all.
My car does that.
Your car does that?
So if the kids are tired, I could put on the white noise.
In the car?
Yeah.
That'll put you to sleep, though.
The white noise in my car.
No, there's a setting, and my daughter will be like, "Can you put on the fire crackling for me?" If she's like tired.
Wow. And the reason you have one? Did you mention it?
No, I can't. If anything, it's the one that caught my attention the most with this is when people eat. And I can't I can't listen to it for too long because I'm like it does make me cringe.
This
love this doesn't get me.
I
Wow.
love it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Wow. All right, I want to find out if you're in the ASMR, and if you are, what is that sound that relaxes you, that touches your inner core, that you're like, this is the one? Got a pair of tickets. See, Crime Junkie Podcast. It's going to be Friday, April 18th edition, Financial Arena. Got a pair of tickets. But you got to share with us your ASMR. It is ASMR Day. What is those sounds that just, for whatever reason, it just brings you a peace or something inside? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can always text. We can always read it. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live streamers, good morning to you. Drop a comment and throw it on social media. ASMR Day. What is your sound? Got a pair of tickets to Crime Junkie Podcast Live. You want to go? We got to talk to you first on Johnny's House.
New phone? Who dis? Text us at 41067. Brought to you by attorney Dan Newlin. In a wreck? Need a check? Just Google Dan Newlin.
This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change.
Something pretty amazing right down the road. The Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, the only place on the planet where you could touch a moon rock, stand nose to nose with the real Space Shuttle Atlantis, and meet an astronaut. Tonight, you can meet astronaut Steve Swanson. Tomorrow and over the weekend, astronaut Norm Thurgood. There's a Atlas rocket scheduled to launch tonight, and there's a Fly with an Astronaut tour scheduled for this Friday. So many cool things to do for the entire family. You can see the history of space travel, the future of space travel with Gateway. Get your tickets, plan your day. KennedySpaceCenter.com.
The math ain't mathin'. RC Hill here. It's tax season and I'm freaking out. My accountant says I have too many 2024s and they must go. So right now, you could drive for just $10 down. So save your refund, because I'm paying way over appraised value for your trade regardless of miles or condition. And I'll even help you save up to $10,000 on a new Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty. Plus at RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're all about affordability. So visit me to drive for just $10 down and save up to $10,000 on the award-winning 2024 Outlander Top Safety Pick 7-passenger SUV. Or the Mirage, voted best priced new car in America, starting at only $15,900 with rates as low as 0%. Plus, I've got over 200 certified used cars to choose from. But hurry, this deal's done once my accountant says I'm in the clear. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit and $10 down required bank approval. Example, 2.9 APR for 60 months. $20 per month for $1,000 finance. Offer ends March 31st.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Orlando.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando. Live from our Farah and Farah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farah fight.
XL 1067.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. XL 1067. Orlando's #1 hit music station.
is 6:52, and that's Messy by Lola Young on Orlando's #1 hit music station, Johnny's House. It is Wednesday, partly cloudy, breezy, and 77 is a high. It is 64 right now. Today is ASMR Day. That's those sounds or what would you call it? Not necessarily sounds, but certain things.
They're just kind of ambient, real-world sounds.
And when you hear it, it just touches you.
Yeah.
And we want to find out what is yours, and we're going to send somebody to Crime Junkie Live Podcast. It's going to be Friday, April 18th. Let's go with Jackie from Somerville. Hey, Jackie.
Hi, how are you guys?
All right, so what is yours?
My son, he's 7, he's autistic, but he watches the videos over and over of them running over random things, making noises.
Oh, yeah.
Running over things and making those? Cool. Really?
Yeah, and it's like watermelon. It'll be like bottles of soda. It'll just be random things.
Really?
Eggs.
I feel like that's
and when
also
he's having
visually
like a
appealing.
meltdown or something, yeah, he'll just like watch it, and it calms him down. And when he falls asleep, usually it's that playing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Okay, all right. You hold on a second. Let's go to Inverness and Stephen, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. How you doing?
I'm good, man. So what is your sound?
Listening to my wife sleep.
Oh, wow. Really?
I don't know how she does it, but she sucks wind in this rhythmic sound. And then every once in a while you get a loud snore in there. But
so you can't
happy sleeping.
You can't fall asleep until you can hear her sleeping?
Well, she sleeps instantly. As soon as her head hits the pillow, she's out.
Well, that's me.
So
that's me, too.
Yeah, that's me.
That's funny because the sound of me sleeping, it makes my wife want to stab me in the face.
That's what she says about me, but I'm like, you're so peaceful when you're sleeping.
Yes. Hey, me sleeping is a man who's tired. If you want to know what a tired man sounds like, if that doesn't bring joy to your heart, then I get it. I get it. All right, you hold on a second there. Let's see. Orlando, Art, good morning.
Morning, Johnny's House.
What's up, man? What is yours?
My ASMR is, I'm going to let my nerd flag fly here just a little bit, but it is the night shift bridge sounds from the USS Enterprise from Star Trek.
And what does it sound like?
Little computer beeps. It's just computer beeps and, very, very quiet, distant talking of the bridge crew people.
Really?
Yeah. It not that quickly. It's more like random and.
I'm not trying. I'm not even trying to laugh or anything like that. But can you give me an example?
I don't know if I can beep like that, but
well, then you ain't
vocally. But it's more like beep, beep, beep.
Okay. You did a great job with that. Yeah, that was good. Okay, because I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, but I get it. And when you hear that, now did you watch Star Trek a lot when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, grew up on the Next Generation.
Yeah,
and just continued through all the series.
Okay,
but yeah, there's a 8-hour video on online
of just that beep.
The night shift bridge crew.
Wow. Yep. The night shift bridge crew sound. Huh. That's amazing. Ray, what they saying over there?
Somebody does enjoy the sound of like nails typing, like that tapping, but it's like typing on the keyboard.
Okay.
And then somebody does say that they prefer white noise over the ASMR, just like the ocean waves or beach sounds.
And Brian?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland in Erect. Need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said their kids laughing. They can listen to that on a track.
That's cute.
Let's see.
That's something about a kid's genuine laughter that just makes you laugh. You don't even know what they're laughing about.
Yep.
Yeah,
Someone said a heartbeat on a stethoscope.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm going to start my hustle today with the simple moo sounds.
You won't.
I mean, that is nice.
Actually, though.
And relaxing.
Jackie from Somerville, we're going to hook you up here. Tickets to Crime Junkie Podcast Live Friday, April 18th edition, Financial Arena. Miss Ray.
Could Jack Black be the next sexiest man alive?
No. 3 minutes away on Johnny's Own.
We were good, we were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't, built a home and watched it burn. I didn't want to leave you, I didn't want to lie, started to cry. cherry red, match the roses that you laid. No remorse, no regret. I forgive every word you say. Ooh, I didn't wanna leave, baby. I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, yeah, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own hand, yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I didn't wanna leave you, I didn't wanna fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, yeah, I can hold my own hand, yeah, I can love me better than, yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Waking up in Johnny's house. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so right now, People Magazine named John Krasinski last year. They named him as the sexiest man alive. And now there's a staffer who works for People Magazine who actually helps pick, and she's making it her mission to make Jack Black the next sexiest man alive. For her reasoning, she's saying that he is a triple threat: sing, dance, and acting. So he's got the moves of a jungle.
He should get the triple threat award.
Well, sexy's all subjective. So they're not saying he's the most attractive. They're just saying there's something about his appeal because of all of that that makes him sexy.
Absolutely.
Because back in the day, I think we all got hung up on sexiest man alive's got to be the most attractive man.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're trying to flip that.
But her reasoning, she said he's got moves of a jungle cat.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Absolutely genius, and he has a comedic timing that is perfect. And that signature devilish grin that he has. Also, he is a devoted family man. He's awesome to his fans, and he does a lot of charity work.
Yeah.
In some people's eyes, that makes a man sexy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then people were like, did you see how he was a superior love interest to Jude Law in The Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
So,
look at him. He pays his bills.
Oh, my God.
Hey, for some people, that might make him the sexiest man alive. He takes care of his kids. Oh, my goodness.
Look at him. He bought some groceries.
Nowadays.
He got a job.
Oh,
man.
Nowadays, it might not take that much. So Bill Gates.
We the sexiest men alive, Johnny.
There we go.
Yeah, you are.
He don't care about no damn tariff.
Oh my God.
Hey, he raised somebody else's kid.
I am sexy, dude.
He making my loins burn.
Ray say, y'all done? Go ahead, Ray.
Okay.
We can do this all damn day.
We'll go back.
You might want to get that burning checked out. So Bill Gates recently was talking to a podcaster and says that his 3 kids will inherit less than 1%.
That's still a lot of money, though.
So Forbes estimates his worth around $101 billion.
Mr. Math, what's 1%?
He's going to get
$1
$1 billion. Yeah.
$1 billion.
Right.
Fine, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his kids with his ex-wife Melinda, they are 22, 25, and 28. He said, in my case, my kids got a great upbringing and education, but less than 1% of the total wealth because I decided it wouldn't be a favor to them. It's not a dynasty. I'm not asking them to run Microsoft. He's like, I want to give them a chance to have their own earnings and success. The highest calling for these resources is to go back to the neediest through the foundation.
Yeah. I mean, I can't be mad at my daddy gave me $1 billion.
No.
Yo, for real.
That's why when you see this article today and you say that Bill Gates' kids will only inherit less than a 1%.
Because that makes it sound worse.
Yeah, do not feel bad for them because, again, he's worth $101 billion.
Goodness.
I know, isn't that wild?
Man.
So I have a list of the greatest movie openings of all time.
Like, what do you mean openings? Like, how much money
At
they
the box
made?
office?
Or do you mean, like, the opening scene?
So the best opening scene.
Okay.
So the best
All right.
opening
I got my
scene.
buzzer
And I'm
stuff
like,
ready.
okay, so you're going to have to help me out here.
I've seen
Once
it.
Upon a Time in the West.
I
That
didn't
was
see
in
that one.
1968.
Didn't see that one.
Never seen that.
2001, A Space Odyssey.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. That is
that's-
Indiana Jones.
That's the one where he goes in and he snatches up the gold thing and puts the sand down.
And then he thought he got away with it, but he
Yeah.
didn't.
That's
See
a
that
pretty
one.
good one.
Blade Runner.
I ain't seen that one.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. I saw that. What was the opening scene? in
Where
that?
they brutally and fatally beat a gangster in the trunk of a car.
Oh.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
I'll give him that.
Let's see here. The Godfather. Inglorious Bastards.
There's only 2 right answers, and I haven't heard them yet.
The other movies I
What
made
is
the
it?
list.
I wanted to.
Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
He's standing on the he's standing on the
Oh,
corner
yeah.
holding the Joker mask as the car pulls up.
Okay, so
Yep.
The Dark Knight is on there. But
Those are the only 2 right answers.
Scream is on there.
Okay, I'll give you that because that's the one where the original where he
Yes.
kills Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
Yes.
is that when he said, can we play a game?
Yeah, where they're watching a movie. She's
Yeah, yeah.
babysitting. Yeah. Okay, I'll
And
give
he
you
said
that.
he's in the house?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. Those are all good.
So those 3 answers are right. All those other answers are wrong.
Always keeping you updated. What's trending's on the way next on Johnny's House? 708, that's the weekend on Johnny's house. 77 is our high. 64 when we started this morning. It's going to be partly cloudy and a small chance of rain. All right, Nerese, what's trending?
All right, so we are all aware at this point about the tariffs that President Donald Trump imposed on imported goods, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all part of the trade policy that's aimed at pressuring other countries to reduce trade imbalances with the U.S.
I had not heard about this.
No, first time I heard it.
Crazy.
All right,
Tariffs?
Mhm.
Yeah, 4 days ago it started.
Weird.
I just got something in from Temu, but I ain't get charged the tariff.
Thank goodness.
Hey, don't worry. They're going to start adding that to receipts.
I know it.
Just the way they did the fuel surcharge.
Uh-huh.
Tariff surcharge.
If this is not the most savage thing I've heard, the streets are talking.
What they say?
And they're saying that Apple reportedly flew in multiple planes full of iPhones.
A lot of people did that.
Yes,
Yeah.
into the U.S. to
Yeah.
avoid those tariffs.
Oh, yeah.
So according to Forbes, the cost of an iPhone, if it was forced to be fully made in America, it would cost you anywhere between $30,000 to $100,000.
I saw that, but then I saw someone else came out and said that is such a lie. It's
Yeah.
closer to about $3,500.
Yeah, about $3,500.
Okay.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
mean, I did see that number floating around yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, well,
A
anyways.
lot of companies, not just iPhone, but a lot of companies saw this coming, and what they try to do is hurry up and send supplies here until they can get some things worked out.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are doing it.
Some of them saw it coming and said, hang on a second, we're going to slow roll.
Yeah.
We're going to charge you a tariff on that aluminum. But you've had it here for 6 months.
Yeah,
Nah,
really.
but, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. That's the people doing that too.
Yeah, they said, you better
Crazy.
sign by tomorrow, or
Yeah.
that's going to go up 30%.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Speaking about trains and traveling, heads up, travelers, Delta is getting stricter with checked bags. As of yesterday, you'll need to drop off your luggage at least 45 minutes before your flight. And
What
even,
was it before? An hour? I thought it's always been.
I
Yeah.
always thought if you were checking a bag, it
Yeah.
had to be an hour. That's
Yeah.
what I always.
Don't you have to be at your gate by like 30 minutes before takeoff? Or
They usually
something?
suggest
Or-
an
2
hour.
hours. Yeah.
I mean, you
No,
don't-
for sure, I do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're checking a bag, it's got to be pretty
gotta
early.
be early.
If
Yeah.
you, I mean, there probably isn't a law, but man, if you're rolling those dice, you're crazy.
Oh, they'll tell
Yeah.
you out front. It's too late. What do you mean it's
Oh,
too late?
I mean,
the
I've
the
never
flight
co-
ain't leaving for 45 minutes. It's too late.
Oh, well, now they're making a big announcement out of it, saying at least 45 minutes
Yeah.
before your flight with
Good.
Delta specifically. Yeah, you got to drop off your luggage. And
I
it's
ain't mad at
60
that.
minutes in
No.
New York.
You know you're flying.
Yeah.
Get your stuff to the airport, man.
And if you got a checked bag, you going somewhere for a while.
Yeah.
You know, so something like that. Okay.
All right, and I have us a list of reliable cars that you should consider buying that are under $10,000. Let's get that ding.
Now,
and
these are
tell me
used
if you
cars or new
approve.
cars?
These are used cars,
Okay.
and I'll give you the dates for it too. So coming in at number 5 is Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Between
That's been that way for
2012 to
years.
2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things last. We got number 4, Honda Civic, which is what I drive,
Yeah.
2012 to 2016.
Civics last forever too.
They
Yep.
do. We got a Mazda coming in at number 3, the Mazda 3 from 2011 and 2016.
Okay.
Number 2 is Honda Accord from 2012
Yeah.
to 2017. Those things are great too. And last but not least, the Toyota Camry 2012 to 2017.
I had a Camry. I think
Yeah.
it was a 2012 actually.
Was it
back in the
really?
day.
Yeah.
I had a blue one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, them Camry. That's a good list.
It
Yeah.
is.
It really is. All right, it's time for Am I Wrong? That's when something occurred. You had to make an answer or make a decision on something, and now you're questioning, hey, I did this. Am I wrong in doing so? And the one today, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets. See the Jonas Brothers, Sunday, October 26th at the Kia Center. All you got to do is tell us the story, and then we'll judge and say, yeah, I think you're right or you're wrong. And you listening, you can text the XL Mobile 41067, and you can give your opinion on that too. So it's Am I Wrong? You had to make a decision on something, and you're like, I did this. Am I wrong? And so one of you randomly going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to see the Jonas Brothers, Sunday, October 26th at the Kia Center. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. It's the only way to win because we want to hear from you, but you got to call us. Am I wrong? Jonas Brothers, you got to call us now at Johnny's house. If I had any singing ability, I would have sung that to a woman. Any singing ability. It's just a little bit.
You could whisper it to her. SMR.
No, you got to sing that and just look them in the eyes and sing that.
Morning.
All right, am I wrong? What happened?
So my aunt, she's more like my mom, and she's been with my uncle for 20 years. Not my original uncle from my cousins, but, step uncle. And she's got stage 4 terminal cancer, maybe a year and a half, 2 years left at the max. And her and uncle are going through a super nasty divorce. He did some pretty effed up things, so did she. But she's telling me, like, if I keep talking to him, forget she exists. And I don't want it to the point to where, like, she doesn't call me no more. I try to call her. She doesn't answer my calls. Like, am I wrong for still talking to him behind her back? And, like, I literally, like.
That's a good one.
Trying to not let her find out.
Wow.
But I think that she would resolve everything, being that she's terminal. If we come to terms with things, like, why would you care? But she just absolutely told me to, like, forget that she exists if I keep talking to my uncle.
All right,
He's never done anything to me. It's their business, not mine.
Text the XL Mobile, was he right or wrong? You know what? I understand where she's coming from. You're family, and you're supposed to side with me, but we'll say this a million times, hurt people hurt people. She's hurt, and she don't like the fact that you're still talking to him. I'm going to just say you're not wrong. Ray?
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. You're wrong because you're still going to need a relationship, or if you still want a relationship with him, unfortunately, after she goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you for trying to hide it from her either.
Brian?
Yeah, no. See, this is why I don't be bothering with family right here.
There it is.
You don't have to deal with these problems. But I would say you're not wrong, and let's be honest, it's going to resolve itself. So.
It really, yeah. And Norris?
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong either.
Yeah. All right. Brian, you hold on a second. Let's go to Kissimmee and talk to Jackie. Hey, Jackie, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
All right. Am I wrong?
Okay, so 2024, me and my husband, we were supposed to take my father and his father to Puerto Rico, all expense paid.
Okay.
But what happened was I was diagnosed in the beginning of 2024 with breast cancer. 5 surgeries later, my last surgery was in December. Financially, we couldn't. So this year, he's bringing it up. Oh, let's take him to Puerto Rico. First of all, I'm really not fond of his father that much. He's not a very nice man. He's very grumpy. And second of all, financially, I don't think we can because, like I said, my last surgery was in December, and I'm still going to doctor's appointments and this and that. So, like, he's a little upset. He wants to take him. I really don't even want to go anymore.
Okay. Well, I don't think you're wrong. That's how you feel. If you're sitting there going, I'm still going through, treatments and we really ain't got the money, that's how I feel. I don't think you're wrong, Ray.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. If you want to just, listen to your body and your mind, I wouldn't think you're wrong.
Brian?
Yeah, I agree. You got to do what's best for you when you make that decision.
And Norris?
Yeah, I agree.
Go ahead.
He always says, oh, he's never been on vacation with him. If something happens, then I'm going to feel guilty. God bless him. I'm sure nothing's going to happen this year. But, I'll feel guilty if, something happens to him and he never got a chance to go on that vacation.
That's the guilt thing. And Norris?
Yeah, then take it for the team, sometimes who knows? It could be a great turnout of a trip. You never know.
Brian, anybody on the, I know it's last minute. Yeah.
Well, yeah. By himself.
Would he go with him by himself?
I don't think so. I'm the organizer and stuff, so I don't even think he'll know what to do.
All right, you hold on. Anybody text in already?
Let's see. On the first one, everyone's going through not wrong on the XL Mobile, and then I'm still waiting on the other one.
From Orlando, Kat. Kat, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, am I wrong? What happened?
All right, so I got tickets to an event that is multiple days for my sister, and it's something that a lot of people want to experience right now.
We know where you're going. We know exactly where you're going. We want to go too, but go ahead.
I had to put her on my limited family list because I wanted her to have a chance to experience.
We want to be your family.
The day before, she tells me she already got tickets to go, but she didn't tell me until right before, and then I was like, I don't want to go with you anymore because I got her tickets, but then, I told her no because I didn't think you should come anymore because I have other people who are also important to me that also want to go too. And if you've already been, I'm not going to bring you.
Okay, I'm going to say you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you wanted to bring your sister, it shouldn't matter if she's gone or not. She wants to go again with you. Ray? Oh, Ray's thinking on it.
I mean, if she's already gone, I don't think you're wrong.
All right. All right, hold on, Brian.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong either. And this is, again, another reason I don't mess with family. But I don't think you're wrong either. You get to bring who you want to bring. You was doing her a favor. She already been. Now you get to bring someone else.
And the reason?
And the reason why I don't think you're wrong is because of the way that she approached it. She had told you what, like later on after? Like she's kind of low-key being shady. You know what I'm saying? She wants her cake and eat it too.
You just wrong, Kat. But that's just me.
But you could put me on your friends and family list.
Yeah, really. If you know anybody, try to get us some tickets because we want to go.
Yeah, Johnny said you're not wrong anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, hey, if it's going to get me in, girl, you ain't never wrong. Please. All right, guys, we got Brian, who's uncle and aunt, and he's still talking to the uncle. You got Jackie, who husband wants to take the fathers on a vacation, and she don't want to go because he's a grumpy old man. And Kat told her sister, you ain't going because you already been. 1, 2, and 3. All right. On the count of 3, let me think about it again. On the count of 3, who you feeling? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Brian, congratulations. You are the winner. You got a pair of tickets to see the Jonas Brothers Sunday, October 26th at the Kia Center, okay?
I'm going to have to take my aunt now.
You might have to do that.
If she's a Joe Bro fan.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You hold on a second. We come back. We're going to talk about the last time you got a good recommendation on Johnny's House. .34 is Johnny's House, partly cloudy, isolated showers, gusty winds today. 74 is a high. Ray, what are we looking at right now?
61.
Oh, it dropped. 61 right now. I want to find out, when's the last time you got a good recommendation or a bad recommendation? And I'm always asking for recommendations. Ray gave me 2. One was for a movie to watch, which was the movie with, what's her name?
Substance.
Yeah. was
Demi Moore.
It was good, but the last 30 minutes it just made me sick, and I won't. And another one was a restaurant that I went to at the airport, which was I was like, okay.
Was that Hemispheres?
Yeah, Hemisphere. Yeah, excellent restaurant. Yeah. And Brian gave me one recently, and I'm drawing a blank because I was like, man, I'm trying to do this, this, and this, and you were like, hey man, why don't you do that? And I was like, you know what?
I can't remember it either, dude.
Do you remember that
No,
conversation?
I do remember the conversation, but I can't remember what it was.
It was family involved,
and I wish I could think of it.
And the kid was involved. I forgot.
Oh, I'm gonna think of it in a second.
Okay. And I was like, man, I'm trying to do this, this, and this. And like, well, why don't you do that? I was like, yeah, that'll work out. And the bad recommendation, and it seemed like we're throwing her under the bus.
I knew you were looking at me.
He said this movie was good.
Oh, jeez.
I love that movie.
No, I agree. You love it.
Yeah.
You just got to be a little more conservative with your grades.
Okay, listen. Okay. I kind of know what kind of movies. Not you quite as much, but I know what kind of movies they would like. They know I like dumb, stupid movies. They know that.
Okay.
I would not recommend my dumb, stupid movies to them. I would say I just saw the dumb, stupid movie over the weekend. Was it good? No, but I enjoyed it. I'll say that because
right. I recommended Johnny watch Velocipaster, a movie about a pastor that turns into a dinosaur. See, because I know Johnny likes dumb movies.
Yes.
I would never recommend Ray watch Velocipaster.
Oh no.
So it's that kind of thing. Now, if I'd have watched the movie you recommended to me first, I'd be like, okay, this is dumb. But I ain't gonna. Hey, what did I watch the movie? Was it good? First thing was like, I liked it.
Yeah, you do say that. When you have recommendations,
Yes.
you do say that.
Now I got one I've been
noted.
telling Ray, I'm like, y'all got to check this one out. It's pretty good. Ray, when's the last time you had a good recommendation or a bad one?
I feel like a lot of Instagrammers give me so many good recommendations.
Really?
Yeah, so there's one that's like Cheat Day Orlando. I love following her, and she's the one that told me about the unlimited pizza, that place that's over in Kissimmee.
Yes.
So I get a lot of her recommendations on Instagram. She's a good one.
You ever got a bad one? I ain't gonna say from the Reese, but I'm not gonna say that.
Hey, I'll have to think of that because I was just thinking of good recommendations.
So here's the thing: the Reese has this passion. So when she's excited about something, her excitement makes you think it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
and you get excited, and you're like, "What the hell?"
She's a straight up hype girl.
Yes.
Yo, for real.
Yes, she is.
That's why I said be a little more conservative with your grades. Not everything's great. You may love it, but it don't make it great.
I'm watching that movie going, damn. For real though. B, how about you, man?
Honestly, the last one I got, and I watched all 18 seasons already. Bering Sea Gold, baby.
Oh yeah.
Somebody recommended that for you?
Our friend Kara.
Oh yeah.
And her husband Lamar.
And she knew not to recommend that to me.
Exactly. And I don't recommend it to you guys. I tell you about it, but I don't say you should watch it because I don't think you guys will like it.
Yes.
But I watched all 18 seasons.
Yes.
I'm ready to go to Alaska and start mining for gold myself.
That's right.
It was but when I tell people about it, they look at me like I'm crazy.
Yep.
Because the concept is stupid.
Yep. No, and you're 100% right, man. Not everybody. Like for me, you talk about it every week, and I even gave it half a commercial break.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, B, man, I tried to watch it, bro.
Yeah.
I got stressed out.
Yeah.
I got stressed out.
But I was on the couch every night.
Nerese, good or bad recommendation? What'd you get?
The good recommendation is the one where it came from my mom, where she was like, "Listen, go to church."
Mm-hmm.
Go to church. I mean,
Yeah.
we're always like, we've always been the religious type or whatever, but
Yeah.
like attending church was never heavily on my to-do list, and then it was just kind
Yeah.
of pushed on me, and then I
My
went and I
dad
was
said
like,
that
you know
every
what?
time we've ended a phone call up until he passed. All right, Dad, love you. Talk to you later. Go to church, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And then
Every call.
I was just like, you know what? I do need Jesus. So
Hey, Dad, I got the Hall of Fame. That's good, son. All right, I love you, Dad. Go to church, son. Every single time. I want to find out the last time you had a good recommendation. We want to hear about it. Going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to see The Weeknd, Sunday, August 24th at Camping World Stadium. What was your good recommendation? You can tell us the bad, but if it's a restaurant or place, we don't want the name on the air because that was just for you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile, 41067. Social media live streamers want to hear it from you, too. Your best recommendation you got to someone, you've given someone, or the worst you've gotten. We want to hear about it, so call us down at Johnny's house. 7:49. It is Johnny's house. It is Wednesday morning, and it's a little cool outside. It's very, very nice. You felt that cold front coming in last night if you're out. Partly cloudy, isolated showers. 77 is a high. 61 right now. Trying to find out when you had a good or bad recommendation. Got a pair of tickets to see the weekend. Sunday, August 24th at Camping World Stadium. Erad from Apopka. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let's hear about that recommendation.
So back in 2005 for prom, a friend of ours recommended a limo service. And when we all saved our money and we rented a limo, and when we're all outside taking our pictures, the limo actually got repoed.
Whoopsies.
And it wasn't even like a regular like tow truck. It was like some big semi-looking thing that just pulled up and started connecting it. And
that was a flatbed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to go to prom in an Astro van.
Oh, that's even better.
So y'all sitting there watching, you're like, hey, and they just repoed the car right then and there.
Yeah, our parents try to talk to them to see like, if at least they can drop us off, or what they can work out. But
So did you get your money back from the?
I'm sure they
from
get
the
their money
limo
back.
company?
Yeah, our parents handled all that.
Oh, forget that. Look, they just took my car. What money do I have to give you, sir?
That's true.
You took my car. I got no money. Who you getting money from? All right, you hold on a second. I was going to get on him like, man, that would your memory go back that far? But, yeah, you never forget your limo. And it was a recommendation, too. From Kissimmee, Tristan, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny's house.
What's up? What's your recommendation, good or bad?
I think it's a good recommendation only because I am speaking from experience, not personally, but my recommendation is that if you are going somewhere, going out with some friends, and you're not driving your own car, maybe you're Ubering, maybe your friend is driving, whatever it may be, do not take your car keys. Do not take your car keys to the function. Leave them at the house. Leave them behind.
Tristan, what are you talking about?
He's given a recommendation. He's just recommending something for everyone.
Yeah. Listen up, y'all. Leave your keys at home because my friend did that same thing. He doesn't.
I'm confused, but why would you leave them at home?
I ain't got time to talk to him.
No. If you and I are going out, but I'm driving,
Yeah.
you leave your car keys at the house.
But we're not looking for PSAs or recommendations. We're talking about someone that gave you a good pizza spot or a good trip to go on or a good show to watch.
That one shouldn't have got through. Jennifer from Kissimmee, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, good or bad recommendation you got? Not that you want to give us.
So I have a great recommendation. It's kind of a funny story. So, of course, with teenagers, right, TikTok and social media. Hey, guys, we saw this place, strawberries with Dubai chocolate, take me. Okay, so I get in the car, after church, we drive over there. I'll tell you, we pulled up, the line was longer than a theme park. I'm like, what in the world, or where'd they take me, right, so we get there, and people are lined up around the building. And so we parked, we get there, and it's all, they were speaking, in Spanish on the intercom, calling numbers for the chocolate strawberries. So we get there, and they're amazing. I mean, have you ever had Dubai chocolate strawberries?
Is this the one that costs, what, $18?
Yes, that's another thing. Okay, 3 cups. $56. What?
Oh my gosh!
Said, what, did it have gold in there?
And it was worth it.
Then, yeah, Johnny, we went back the next week.
That's what
it must be crazy, but we went back. It was raining. I said, "Oh, this is good, guys. Let's go. We'll go see if there's no line." People were out there with umbrellas.
Oh yeah.
Like, what in the? Yeah.
You waited 2 hours to pay $20 for, and it was that good?
Yes, we saw it on TikTok. And then, listen, then they ran out of strawberries. I'm like, what are they saying? Because they're saying it in Spanish. And everybody's like, oh. And I'm like, what? What? Oh, they ran out of strawberries. But don't worry, we're going to give you free Dubai chocolate and just wait 10 more minutes. My husband went to go get strawberries.
Wow.
That's the one Susie was telling us about.
Really? Yeah. Yes.
Do you want me to say the name, or am I not allowed?
No. You hold on a second. I don't care how good it is. If I had to wait 2 hours for it, I'm not gonna be happy.
Yeah, I'm not waiting 2 hours.
And then it cost me $20 a piece.
Yeah.
I'm not. But hey, it must have been damn good if she said that. B, what they say over there?
XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland and the Rec Need to Check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said, get Skims underwear, saying they're the best. They are, in fact, the worst.
I've heard that.
Someone says, I no longer trust their judgment.
Really?
And then someone said they love pizza. And someone said, go try Sal's Pizza. And it's probably the best pizza in Orlando. They went 3 nights in a row.
Really? All right. E-Ride, now, that was a good story, but when your limo gets repoed at your prom and it was a recommendation to use that company, you know exactly what we're talking about. Pair of tickets, see the weekend, Sunday, August 24th, Camping World Stadium. Ray, what's going on?
Olivia Rodrigo just broke a record for herself.
We're going to find out coming up on Johnny's House.
in just 3 minutes.
Lady Gaga.
Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. XL 1067. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So this is very cool for Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
She had a good time in Mexico. It was mentioned that this was her career-defining moment, her largest audience yet, and the record-breaking before that for her was 50,000. So, I mean, 65,000 is a big jump for her.
Check. Big check.
And then the week before that, she was one of the headliners for Lollapalooza, or last month, I'm sorry, was one of the headliners for Lollapalooza in Chile. So she's very excited.
Hey.
I know.
Congratulations.
I'm like, that's awesome. I thought she's done stadiums before, but maybe not.
No? All right.
So Blake Lively. Little update on this.
It ain't going away yet, huh?
No, there are other co-stars of Blake Lively that are coming forward. So this guy.
This side with her?
No.
Oh.
So he played the role of Dr. Dunbar. And in the film, if you haven't seen it.
Has anybody seen it?
I have.
You have seen it? Okay.
Yes, I have.
And it is a love story?
Yes.
And what did you think of the chemistry between the two of them?
It was very steamy. It was very, so I thought it was a great movie. The chemistry between both of them was intense, but I thought it was good.
Yeah,
and then I read all these things and I'm like, ooh.
Okay.
So this scene that I'm talking about is where Blake Lively gives birth. So it's a hospital scene. And in Blake Lively's complaints that she has filed, she said that the birthing scene was chaotic and crowded and utterly lacking the standard industry protections for filming nude scenes.
Okay.
So that's what she was saying, that Jason Baldani was basically, he was the one that came forward and he was one of the producers. So he failed to close the set and allowed people to come in that were non-essential while she was mostly nude with her legs spread wide on stirrups and all of that.
Okay.
So now going forward, this co-star is saying the doctor of this scene is coming forward saying that she never complained or expressed discomfort at any point because nothing unusual or improper occurred.
And he would have noticed that as an actor.
Yep.
Okay.
He said it was entirely professional. He said, if I'm called to testify in the case, I will answer truthfully and more freely. But obviously right now there's legal protections that he doesn't want to mess up.
Here's the crazy thing about that is that, okay, in Hollywood, it's all who you know.
Yes.
And the fact that Blake Lively is a bigger name than this actor, and then they're still coming out and siding with him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the fact that this person, nobody really knows who he is until this movie, and now he's siding.
Because he ain't got to say anything.
No, he doesn't have to say anything. And so he's like ready to testify if they call him. He was like, I was very just surprised by her reaction and her description of this scene because in my experience while working with her, nothing that she described is what happened.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, really, this guy is feeling strongly about what he saw and what he felt because this could hurt him. I won't say kill his career, but little parts here and there.
But it's like he had to speak his truth. Yes. He basically was saying that, like,
Ray, you know how many people in Hollywood will never ever speak their truth, ever.
No, because they're afraid that it's going to ruin their career.
And he did. So I'm like, uh-oh.
So again, it's still he said, she said, and I don't know how it's going to really unfold because it's next year when they go to court.
I still believe it won't get there.
I know.
I still believe it won't get there.
It's just nasty.
It is, man. Dang. And you said it was a good movie.
It was such a good movie.
All right. Weird stories that are true on the way with Brian Grimes on Johnny's House. 8:08. It is Wednesday, and it's going to be partly cloudy, isolated showers. They say gusty winds up to 25 miles an hour today. 71 is a high, 61. 77 is a high, 61 right now. All right, weird stories, B. What's going on, man?
So last week there was a guy, he's 71 years old, in Nevada. He was arrested. He had 7 emotional support tigers.
Yeah, you need that many.
7. So he was arrested on the suspicion of resisting arrest, which I'm not sure how that works. Like how you
say that again? He was
arrested on the suspicion of resisting arrest.
Oh, well, he probably said, I'm going to put these tigers on
I'm
your
just
ass.
saying, there's no suspicion there. You either resist arrest or you don't.
Yeah, hey, so you step forward.
So while they were investigating his resisting arrest, they found the tigers. And then they asked for the permits. Obviously, he doesn't have any permits because they're emotional support animals.
Wow.
You can't really recognize a tiger as an emotional support animal. Even the Americans with Disabilities Act doesn't do that. And it turns out that he rescued him from Joe Exotic of Tiger King fame.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, that's what he says. I don't know. Maybe he's lying.
Well, here's the thing. They want the tiger cubs because they're fun. They're just like muscular kittens.
Yeah.
But once they hit a certain age, they want to eat you.
Right. Yeah, those claws, get out of here.
So that's when they don't want the adult tigers.
Yeah. Wow. This dude's 71. He ain't got time for them tigers to grow up to be that old. So there's some tariff situations going on, and you might be getting some fraudulent goods because of it. They say you got to watch out for the fraudulent maple syrup market.
Maple syrup?
Yes, because of the tariffs coming through. Everybody wants that real Canadian maple syrup, but, with the whole situation with the tariffs, 70% of the world's maple syrup comes from Canada.
70%?
70%.
Oh, my gosh.
So there may be a give and take here. If you want the tariffs, great, but you might be getting some fake maple syrup. It ain't going to be legit maple syrup.
The stuff you buy at the store that's not maple syrup, they've done such a good job. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It got that high fructose stuff in it, though.
But I don't know the difference. They've done a good job with
I
that.
want it tapped straight out the tree.
Yeah.
But it might be fake. So there are some fake cases of maple syrup that have been seized at the border, they say.
The sad thing about all this is that we're trying to see how we can make it through and how it's going to affect our lives with this tariff. And there's people going, let's take advantage of this situation and start with some fake maple syrup.
Some counterfeit real maple syrup. And there's been a lot of weird discoveries lately. So it looks like they found some underwater formations off of Japan, 82 feet below sea level. There's these structures that I guess they're like angular steps and like terraces. They resemble a human-made architecture. So they're trying to figure it out. So it could date back, they say, 10,000 years, predating Egyptians' pyramids and Stonehenge.
Okay.
So they're trying to figure out exactly where it came from. They say it could have been an ancient civilization that obviously wasn't underwater, but the water rose
above it,
above it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been tested, the stone has. It's over 10,000 years old.
Really?
Wow.
And they say it is definitely human-made. So now they're just trying to figure out who made it and how it got there. So there's face-like engravings on it. There's evidence of intelligent design.
How is it at this point with the technology we have that we don't know where some things come from?
Yeah,
there's
I don't
something
know.
on this earth that okay.
Aliens.
I wish if I had money like Elon Musk, I would be the Elon Musk of the sea. Like, how he's like
wants
the
the
Elon
space.
Musk of the space? I would be like the sea. I would use all my money to discover the sea.
They tried that, Ray.
I know.
Didn't go very well.
Well, they made there's a
That's
little
true.
tourist situation.
Yeah.
What do you want to find out down there, Ray?
I don't know, like all of the different animals and different you were talking about yesterday how Mount Everest. There's a part of the ocean that is so deep that Mount Everest could be submerged
There's
into
a sea
it.
trench. Yeah, that's
but once you go down there and you see them weird fish and stuff, then what?
Then you could tell everybody about it. I don't know.
You don't know what you'll find. You might find other stuff.
Yeah.
They found a full-on city.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
No, everybody got their thing.
I am so fascinated.
No, I see. Everybody got their thing. All right. All right, listen, we want to find out some ways to not spend money. There's a TikToker that went viral, just going crazy. How do you stop yourself from spending money or ordering online? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We'll get into that next on Johnny's House. Kendrick Lamar, not like us, starting up next week, $1,000. We're going to start giving that away. Make sure you keep it right here. We'll tell you how you can pick up that money. It is 824 Johnny's house. High today of 77, 61 right now, and partly cloudy. Ray, what was this TikToker that went viral? What happened?
Okay, so she posted on TikTok, she said, I want to hear the most unhinged tips for keeping yourself from spending money. So she was like, I don't want to hear that you're keeping a budget, you wait 24 hours. She's talking about like unhinged things. So one thing that somebody mentioned, it's like refreshing. But one thing that somebody mentioned is that they keep a star chart, like a golden star chart. And if they don't spend any money that day, they give themselves a little star.
So they get a self-reward by saying, hey, I did a good job with it. Then you got to be motivated by getting a star.
Yes.
The star don't mean a damn thing to me.
No. Yeah. But it's like it gives you that purpose or like that meaning where you're like, okay, I want to try as hard as I can to not spend any money. Somebody said, if I want to go buy something online, I go and make a credit card payment instead. So instead
that takes some discipline right there,
instead
boy.
of like going and purchasing something, you go and spend that amount with paying your credit card bill.
Normally when we have topics like this, we all try to chime in and give some advice. I have none.
Yeah.
I have no advice on how not to spend money.
Somebody
None.
says, I ask myself, say it's a $20 item. Will this $20 item turn up in a garage sale for $2 in the future? Like, is it really worth it, or is it really going to end up at, you could sell it?
I don't have that kind of conversation with myself.
Well, that's why they're saying these are kind of like unhinged, like kind of like.
Do you have any that you do?
So I usually when I go to the store and I buy something, and if I want it, and I don't really necessarily need it like that day or that week, I'll leave it, and then if I continuously think about it, I'll go back and get it. But if I forget about it, then I won't go back.
I'm never in here. I might as well get it now.
See? No. Like for me, I'm like, it's a 5-minute drive to the mall.
My inner self can out-rationalize my outer self.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Brian, what do you do?
Well, I've never thought of it before like this, but I actually do. I do 2 days a week. I do a money fast. 2 days a week, I spend $0.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
And I actually plan getting gas around those days because I know tomorrow's my day. I'm not spending any money.
Really?
$0. No money comes out of my account for 2 days a week.
Wow.
Now, that doesn't mean on the other days I don't binge. That's the part I got to fix.
Yeah.
But at least there was 2 days where there was nothing.
But there's 2 days a week, and so I figure if I do that, when I look at what I have in the bank to spend, I'm like, okay, because I get paid again then I can spend $50 a day and make it to payday with my spending money not depleted. So I do 2 days a week of zero spending.
Do you try to expand that to 3 days, or is it just going to be a solid 2?
Well, I can barely make 2 right now, so this is baby steps.
Another person said that they lock their cards. Like you go on the app and you lock your card.
Mine can do that.
And then you have for you to go and unlock it, sometimes it's just it's too much work. So before you swipe it, you have to go and unlock it. And if it's too much work, then whatever.
That's an inconvenience to me. It is. Narice, you got any way?
I do.
What do you do?
So if I'm going to go out to eat, for example, I'll try to eat a little bit before so I'm not spending too much money. But to actually totally avoid it, I try not to physically bring my credit card with me. Like yesterday, I literally was walking my dog and I was like, I could probably pick up a cup of coffee. And I was like, but maybe I should just leave my card here and just leave it in the car and not do that.
Really?
I never
it's hard.
carry credit cards.
But then it sucks because it's on my phone also.
Yeah, and I didn't put mine on my phone on purpose. And I don't carry my cards. They're in a drawer at my house. I have them if I need them, but I don't carry them.
Yeah. Let's find out from you. Kiana from Longwood, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what is your way of not to spend money?
Okay, so I also lock all my digital cards so that way I can't access them unless I absolutely have to.
All you got to do is unlock them. Just the same amount of energy it took to lock them. Use that same energy to unlock them.
Yeah, but see, I have ADHD, so I tend to forget my password.
Oh, I do that too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit too much.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. Okay, we good.
And then the other part is I purposely misplace my debit card. So the physical card is not in my wallet at all. So for me to go through all that to do a purchase, it has to be a serious purchase.
So you did this. Okay, my weakness is I have ADD and I lose things. So this is what I'm gonna do is lock my car and just don't know where my car. Love it. I absolutely love that. That's really cool. But I'd go crazy looking for that card.
There's a lot of people that say they immediately hide it.
They hide it from themselves.
Yep.
Sometimes I do go crazy looking for the card, and then I end up having to order a new card because I misplaced the old one.
Isn't it easier just to go ahead and order that item from Temu? That's all I'm saying.
No.
Listen, I have 4 kids. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, you're right. You You know, everything you're saying, Kiana, is 100% right. All right. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. I'm one. I lose my card, but not on purpose.
Well, see, it made it harder when they started remembering your cards on like Google and whatnot.
Yes.
Because now all you got to remember is that three-digit code
on the back.
I don't remember any of my account
me
numbers,
either,
but that three-digit code, you can't forget that.
Umberto from Ocala. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right. What do you do not to spend money?
So I don't know if it's considered unhinged, but I would say like not saving. So as what Brian was just mentioning, like saving your card information on these websites or like through Google.
Yeah.
They'll ask you like, oh, just enter the 3-digit security code on your back of your card, and it's easy to spend money. But by not saving, it gives you that extra minute or two when you're entering your card information. You're like, man, do I really need this? And then on top of that, like to add to the point of what everybody else said, is like locking your card, and then at that point it gives you an extra time to like think like, I really don't need this item, you know? This is not something I need to buy right now.
There's nothing I need to buy except food. That's all I need to buy.
I mean,
if you break it down for me,
you got to balance needs, wants.
Yes.
Like needs, wants. That's
Yes.
the big difference. He's right, though. If it's a site that doesn't remember my card, I got to go, okay, do I want to get up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I don't want, I'm like,
yes, I've done that before.
Then I won't bother.
I've done it on accident. The car was in the wallet's in the other room. So
Yeah, I do one other thing. I don't know if I have enough time, but setting like limits, alerts like of how much you spend on a daily basis, like putting a limit on the month, like how much you spend a month on your bank apps.
You can do that?
I had no idea.
I didn't know you could do that.
Better set that up.
Mine
now.
sends me a notification every morning where it's like, this is how much you've spent. This is how much you've spent. So it reminds me, and I try to make that number like stay the same.
I don't want to know how much I'm spent. I don't want to know.
Or yeah, but you can put it like a certain, like let's say if it's $1,000, I know that's not much, but $1,000 in the month or whatever the case may be. But you can set that, and then at that point you're like, oh, I get an alert that I spent that money. You're like, oh man, I should probably ease off on spending for this month.
Okay, I like that. Be what it's saying over there, man.
Let's see. XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check into the just call attorney Dan Newland. Someone said, well, I ain't got no money anyway. So my extreme is to just not have money. Then I can't spend money.
This is a problem I'm not even worried about. All right, we come back. I'm going to tell you how you can win some tickets to see Chris Brown Saturday, August 2nd, Raymond James Stadium on Johnny's House. 8:34 at Johnny's house. It's time for True Stories That Happened to Me. That's where you tell us those unique, unusual stories that when you tell them, people, their minds are blown. Well, instead of telling your friends, tell us about it. And the best one, pair of tickets to see Chris Brown Saturday, August 2nd, Raymond James Stadium. If you want to go, you got to tell us those true stories. It happened to me. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We want to hear those stories, so call us now at Johnny's house. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. It is 8:39. Johnny's house. Ray, what's the current, ma'am?
It is 64.
64, high today of 77 and partly cloudy. Pair of tickets to see Chris Brown Saturday, August 2nd, Raymond James Stadium. But we got to hear those true stories. It happened to me. Let's see. We're going to do this in 2 rounds. So let's go. Let me pull my phone up here. Let's go with Ashley from St. Cloud. Ashley!
Hey!
How you doing, Ashley?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. True story happened to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I was 19 to 20 years old, I was working at Aquatica in Orlando. I was doing ticket sales on a day. It ended up raining in the afternoon at the park. I had a family of like 7 come up to me. It was husband, wife, their kids, and then his family was there. She wanted refunds for their tickets. We don't do that as a policy because you've been there more than 2 hours.
Okay.
She was so hostile, so aggressive towards me. She was banging on my window, everything like that. We had to get security surround her. He was so embarrassed that his wife was making such a big scene over tickets when they had the whole day to the park for everything.
Wow.
He ended up getting to the point. He asked for his ring back, wanted custody of the children, and she was getting more enraged to the point they started physically fighting that she ended up getting arrested.
Woo. Wow.
For a refund for tickets.
Well, let me tell you something. How old are you, Ashley? How old are you?
I am 27.
All right, let me tell you something, Ashley. That didn't start at that ticket booth.
Oh, yeah. But that escalated quickly.
That started months. That started months ago before they even went on that trip.
Yep. That's just where it ended.
Exactly. Hold on a second. No. When you started arguing to the point where I want a divorce and I want custody of the kids, yeah, that happened a long time ago. From Orlando, Steve. Steve, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right, so tell me a true story that happened to me.
I was about 30 years old. I was in financial services, working here in the Orlando area, and I had a client that took out to lunch. And she was older. She's about 30 years older than me, so she's around 60 or whatever. And we'll call her Mrs. Smith. And so she got really drunk at lunch. She drank 4 Manhattans. And I was worried because I hadn't drank anything. I was working, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I got to drive this woman home. I tried to call her son. No one would come get her. So I drive her car all the way down to Lake Nona area and get her, get her back to the house. Well, by that point, she's feeling a little randy and starts chasing me around the house with just a girdle on and bra.
A girdle and bra.
And so I was waiting for my ride. It was raining, so I didn't really want to walk out. Plus, so my ride's coming, and but not there yet. And so then I just had to get out of there. I left the house. I'm walking in the rain. It was in Lake Nona, and my buddy talked his way into the gate and picked me up. But anyway, it was
Marcus.
I don't have any panties on.
Marcus.
I would be frightened.
I was happily married, 30-year-old. I did not want to be messing around with this woman.
Hey man, she said, "Look at this sexy girdle. Look at all this sexiness right here."
Teach you something.
Oh, young boy, hold on one second. All right, we're going to do another round of it. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. True stories that happened to me. Chris Brown, tickets on the line. Sabrina Carpenter, this is Johnny's house, 8:45. It's Wednesday. 77 is our high, 64 and partly cloudy right now. Round 2 of True Stories. It happened to me, the most amazing stories that have happened in your life. You got to share them with us. And got some Chris Brown in concert on August 2nd, Raymond James Stadium. We need to hear your stories first. Let's go over to St. Cloud, talk to DJ Johnny. What's up, DJ Johnny?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. True story happened to me. What happened?
Yeah, so also I'm a sign language interpreter.
Okay.
And I got to interpret for a few concerts, but for Flow Rider.
Really?
And it was super, yes, it was super interesting. It was over at Universal. They used to do the concert series thing. And it was cool because my team in front of me, there's a team of interpreters, and one of them signed, "He's right behind you." And I'm like, what? Then they're like, "He's right behind you," as I'm in the middle of his song interpreting, and the next thing you know, bright lights come on me. His arm comes around me. He's flowing, and all I'm thinking is, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. Holy crap. I was freaking out, but it was a really, really cool experience.
Have you watched interpreters on television and realized that they don't know what they're doing?
All the time. Burns me alive. Yeah.
I think that all the time.
I don't get that.
Because there's been so many fake ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the fake ones.
Yeah.
And nobody knows.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of people that knows, and we start complaining immediately. But as far as the people who hired them, no. And there's a lot of unqualified and a lot of unqualified interpreters that be up there, and you're like, how are you there when we have another qualified interpreter that should be there?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
maybe
it happens a lot.
Maybe they should have the camera instead of on the interpreter, the people they're interpreting to look on their face like, what? What are they saying? All right, you hold on a second there. From DeBerry, how do you say your name? Shalik?
Shalik.
Shalik, how you doing, Shalik?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
All right, true story.
All right, true story that happened to me. I'm actually a photographer and a videographer, so I was on my way to shoot the Orlando Magic game, and it was the first time I ever done it. I ended up parking and walking to the game, and on my way I was texting and walking, and you know the sunrail pole for the screen that goes up and down? I ended up walking right into that pole, bust my head wide open, and on my forehead I had a huge gash. Blood was leaking everywhere. I don't know if y'all know, but foreheads, they really bleed. So, yeah, I was bleeding.
You got a check. You got a check, didn't you?
I did not get a check, actually. I should have got a check, but
called the wrong person.
But yeah, I ended up still going to the game. Had them like just get the blood out and put a Band-Aid on and everything. Still shot the game, and then after I had to go to Altamont and get stitches for my forehead. But yeah,
now
crazy story, but it was definitely worth it.
But shooting the Magic game, you got paid for that though, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. That's why I'm like, other than that, why would you go in there? Your head all bloody.
Show must go on, dude.
Yeah. I was about to ask you, are you on a billboard right off of I-4?
Right.
And you're smiling, pointing at a check
with a little dent in your forehead.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I should have got a check for that, but I feel like since it wasn't on that premise, they probably wouldn't know.
And plus, you weren't paying attention and you walked into it. You left that part out.
Exactly,
Details.
Don't text and walk. It is not worth it.
All right, you hold on. All right, guys, time to vote. One is Ashley. The lady wanted a refund because it started to rain. She had been there all day. Husband said, I don't even want to be married to you. Give me my kids. That's line one. Number two is Steve, financial advisor, took a drunk lady home, and she was ready to do some ungodly things to his young self. DJ Johnny, who's a sign interpreter for Flow Rider. And number four is Shalik, who was going to shoot the Magic game, got hit in the head by the train guard, blood everywhere, and he shot the game anyway. That's number four. All right, y'all ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. All righty there. Steve, congratulations. You are the winner. You got yourself a pair of tickets to see Chris Brown Saturday, August 2nd, Raymond James Stadium. All right?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Just think all that back then you had no idea that in the future you was going to win a contest. Talking about that lady chase you around. She was so bad you'd rather walk in the rain.
Made it all worth it.
And handle your business. All right. You hold on, we'll get some information. Ray, what you got, girl?
There is a mayor that is mad at John Bon Jovi for doing charity work.
Really?
Yes.
Coming up right here. Johnny's house.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So it's always like news when celebrities do charity events and everything like that. Well, John Bon Jovi and his wife, they opened a temporary location, their Soul Kitchen, and it was at the Ocean County Library. This was in New Jersey.
Okay.
The mayor there is not happy.
Why?
Not happy whatsoever. So if you haven't heard, these Soul Kitchens, they provide meals at lower prices.
Okay.
So help people like find jobs. They help with housing, mental health support, all the good things that you could ask for.
All of this sounds positive.
It does.
Why is he mad?
From New Jersey says it's a day shelter and a soup kitchen, and it's drawing homeless people to the area.
Oh.
It is both of those, but I mean, that's the whole point, is it's supposed to help them.
Yeah. So the thing is that the mayor should know that these people exist in your community, and
Period.
you're mad.
What he said, they all stayed on the outskirts until you came in here.
Yeah. I mean, they're not traveling from all over the world to get there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They're already there.
These are people in your community that you should be caring for.
But they stayed over there, Ray.
Mr. Mayor.
You want us to turn into downtown Orlando?
He said,
no.
oh my God. He said mothers shouldn't have to walk through large gangs of intoxicated and mentally ill men.
Oh, the mayor said that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And I think mothers agree. So about the problem, and then they
Yes.
won't have to do it.
I know. And so that's why I'm like, hold up. But John and his wife said, we invite anyone to the JBJ Soul Kitchen pop-up to see what we are doing to end homelessness and hunger in our community.
Man, that mayor.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, the mayor was like,
Well, he's looking like those people don't vote. So
come on, they're helping people in your community. They're trying to end the homelessness in your
I'm
community.
trying to stay in office.
I just
So,
cannot.
I'm saying.
Also, the Minecraft movie doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Pretty good. Getting some numbers in. A record-breaking start at the box office. I know, Norris, you mentioned a little bit yesterday, but they secured the biggest domestic debut in history for a video game adaptation. So the Xbox game with Jason Momoa, Jack Black. It is doing really good. So $146 million domestically.
Wow.
But then that was like during its opening weekend. So it's doing great.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing internationally, they're talking about $301 million.
I think second place got $7 million.
Yeah, they were talking about how the kids that are watching the movie, it's an actual phenomenon where they're really experiencing like the movie within itself, because we were talking about how they get rowdy and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that, right, Brian, about Jaden?
Jaden said it was the best experience he's ever had in the movie theater.
That is so
And
cool.
I mean, he's grown. He's 20, but he's been playing since he was a kid.
They mention this interaction or just turned to be interaction?
No, I don't think it's like part of the deal. It just happened.
It just happened.
Everyone just got excited.
And if you heard me mention earlier, the one woman that works for People magazine is trying to get Jack Black to be the sexiest man alive. And it's because of this movie, too.
Yeah.
He's resurfacing. So the Queen of Versailles, Miss Jackie Siegel, unfortunately, she just lost another family member. It was her sister.
Oh, no.
Died from an accidental drug overdose. And this was days after she lost her husband.
Wow.
So, they're right here in our community.
Yeah.
And so she was just talking about her sister's death. And it's a huge reminder of the drug epidemic and the
That's true.
fentanyl, the fentanyl crisis that we have in this country. So, like, her urgent need to address substance abuse is out there, and she's trying to save lives, and she's trying to spread the word, because obviously her world has been
What
shattered.
is the foundation? You got the name of a foundation?
I don't have it in front of
Okay,
me.
so we'll put it out there
Yeah.
and let people know if you want to donate or get more information on helping your family.
Yeah, so unfortunately her sister was 43 years old.
Wow. All right. Listen, we come back. Let's talk about what is trending in the world next on Johnny's House. 709 Johnny's house. What's trending? What can we expect there, Nerese?
Yeah, there is a couple going viral for setting the example of real love.
Real love.
Mm-hmm.
Find out about 3 minutes. 3 minutes away on Johnny's house. It's not 11. 77 is a high, 65, and partly cloudy right now. All right, Nerese, what's trending?
Yeah, shout out to Orlando Magic for beating the Hawks with 119 to 112.
Yep.
This now puts them in the number 7 spot for the Eastern Conference. We do have a home game tonight against the Celtics with 3 regular season games remaining this season.
Man, now, Brian, at 7, they that's still playing?
We're in the play-in. There's nothing we can do because the next team has 43 wins. We only have 3 games left. We can only get to 42.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
okay.
the best we can do is 42 wins.
Okay.
So we're going to be in the play-in against.
And the chances are we're going to play the Hawks.
Yeah, it's going to be 7 versus 8. Yeah.
And then the winner of that has to play Boston.
Yep. If you win, you're in, and then the loser has to then play another game to try to stay in.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and also shout out to our Osceola Magic who took the win against the Kings for the first out of 3 games for the NBA G League Finals.
Mhm.
Game 2 is Friday in California. Game 3 will be back 14th, so good luck, Magics.
All right.
Ray, you might like this. Did you know that the UK is working on building a dome-like habitat for humans to live underwater? What? Yes. So they're calling it the Sentinel system.
Okay.
So this is actually a resurfacing story because they're about to launch the first prototype this year, and they're calling it the Vanguard. But this is coming from a UK company called Deep. It's a revolutionary company that researches and explores the underwaters to bring together integrated habitats in the deep sea. So they're expanding on this to provide human access and experience while continuously learning about the ocean.
I don't want to be the first.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the prototype.
They would do this with divers more than
Yeah, I'm saying, came to me, and they say, hey, you want to be, one of the first to go down there? I'm like, no, I'm good.
I kind of agree with Johnny.
Yeah.
If the idea is to move civilization underwater, we got problems. Because it's going to be expensive, right? So because you can't just go under there and live, you're going to have to build up a bunch of stuff. So if we've gotten that bad that the out of the water is bad, we have to move into the water, we got problems.
Yeah, the homes are aiming to be ready for use in 2027.
Did you say homes?
Homes.
That's what I'm saying. If we're moving underwater, problems.
I'm just going to need you to prove to me that, that submarine situation is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Bro, and it's expected for people to live there for about a month, 656 feet below surface. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So there is a couple going viral for setting the example of real love. I love this so much. Excuse me if I get the name wrong. Her name is Meghana Chapalamadugu.
Sounds right to me.
Yep, there we go. She's a 26-year-old medical student at and she got the exciting news that she matched with her dream OBGYN residency right here in Orlando Health. The problem is this match will from her fiance. His last name is Gupta. I'm not going to try the first one, but he is completing his surgical residency in Nebraska, which is 1,441 miles away from each other. So they are getting married this May, but they said that they will remain supporting each other despite the long distance and plan to make.
How long are they going to be separated?
I can only expect at least 4 years because if you're starting your residency, you're looking at a minimum of 2-3 years for something when it comes to medicine. So,
wow.
Yeah. And he just started his first year out in Nebraska. So,
good luck with that.
Hey, love is love. But also get your education in.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. All right, it is Wednesday, and you know it is time for Adult Conversation. If you're the first time listening, Adult Conversation is when grown folks get together on the radio and talk about grown folks' things. In the last couple of weeks, it's been getting real steamy. But we're going to get into that, tell you what to talk about, the way it works. We talk about it, and then you talk back to it to us. All right, Adult Conversation on the way next on Johnny's House. Wildflowers, Billie Eilish on Johnny's House, 9:19 minutes. 9:19 is time for Adult Conversation. That's when we get together on the radio. Kids are all in school. Grown folks are listening. We talk about grown folks things, and we talk in code, and we want you to talk back with us. We're going to talk to each other, and then we'll throw it out, and then you talk back. And the way it works is, as long as you continue this, we'll keep doing Adult Conversation. The topic today came from Miss Ray.
Yes.
Ray, what's your topic today?
Okay, so I saw this girl post that she actually was going to the movies, and this person was so quiet. Like, it was disturbingly quiet.
The movie was trash.
Didn't make a peep, and she even checked to see if he was, like, coherent.
The movie was trash.
So I'm like,
or was it so the opposite that he was like,
like,
but
you know,
least,
like in shock.
Brian, at least that's a sound.
Yeah, that's true. So, but like, she was like, it was
She
so
done moved him
disturbingly quiet.
She moved unconscious.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah. So, have you ever gone to the movies where it was just just very quiet?
Yes. I think when you run across a movie like that, sometimes a person needs some encouragement to let them know it's okay to express the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
You can ask simple questions like, "This ticket?"
Right. Whose theater is this?
Whose theater is this? Is the movie good?
Yeah.
And I think by doing things like that, it may encourage some type of dialogue from a person who doesn't know maybe this is not the right place to express.
You want more of this movie?
Yes.
Are you guys vocal?
Oh, I'm very vocal.
Okay.
I'm a definite dom.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I have no problem in that.
Now we played a quiet game.
Can you imagine me
First
playing?
one to make a noise loses.
Your favorite movie's A Quiet Place.
Never stole a joke. Uh-oh.
First time using the whistle.
There you go.
Let's go.
I had acknowledged your first joke.
I was going to say that one was a little bit funny, and I know that because we didn't ignore it like it never happened.
Step with you.
And you didn't repeat
step
it
by
5
step.
more
I
times.
know.
to
No,
try-
we got that. We got that. You've been in here for 16 years, so I'm just figuring.
Oh, don't worry. If we didn't say anything, she would have said it again in a few
Of
minutes.
course she would've. And then after the air, she goes, y'all didn't hear my joke.
No, we heard it.
We heard it.
I'm gonna say it again.
Ray, what about you? Quiet movie.
I've never had something like that where it
And
was like
it-
uncomfortably.
And if it was uncomfortably quiet,
Yes.
what did you feel? What would you try to do to help to make the movie be less quiet?
I would first of all be like, "You all right?" Excuse me, anybody there? Like, I would be scared.
But I mean, something has to be happening.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, just well, you know what, Brian? Maybe the person was concentrating,
Right,
so
maybe.
that the movie. They made sure they made it to the end of the movie.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying.
Even
So,
then.
so by doing that,
Right.
they're focusing on baseball,
Right.
Okay.
you know, or something.
If I start talking all willy-nilly, then
Yes, then
Okay.
right,
all of a sudden,
then the credits start rolling
yes.
before the movie's over.
I just don't think I would enjoy it. I need to know anything.
Yeah.
I need. Yeah.
So do
Would
you
you want to read the Declaration of Independence?
I mean, maybe.
I think Ray needs. I think, and I may be wrong, that you need confirmation that you're enjoying the movie.
Yes.
There
Oh.
you go.
It's not like I need reassurance. I just need to know that something's happening.
We know something's happening.
Yeah, for me.
We can see it.
But I mean,
No, I can't recall ever coming across something like that. I would be very uncomfortable. I'd probably stop the movie.
yeah, that's what I'm
I would stop
I
the
would
movie.
do the
I was
same
like,
thing.
hey, listen, let's just stop. You want to get some coffee or something? This ain't happening. Me?
I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal either way. Like, whatever.
So you have quiet movies?
I mean, I know what I'm here for. It ain't for conversation.
No.
We can talk on the couch while we're watching Bear Gold. You know why we're here. I know why we're here.
But I mean, even if there's no sound, isn't it kind of like?
How do you like find connection?
What do you mean? How do I find it?
You know, without
If I got to
physical.
explain that to you, then we
Without
got some
physical.
problems.
Your next movie maybe asks a few questions. Whose movie is it?
I'm afraid of the answers. That's why I only be asking too much.
But I mean, she
Are you enjoying the movie?
right? Give me something.
I'm here, Anna.
Say the movie's name.
Like,
Again, careful what you ask for.
Yo,
like, do we need an intermission?
Why y'all so concerned with my life?
Okay, we're going to move over to, we're going to go to
Okay, so this obviously doesn't apply to everyone, but for the most part, like you can agree that men will get to the credit faster than the right?
Depends on, no, I disagree.
No, because you were saying that, like, sometimes
it depends on if
you
you're
have to-
selfish or not.
that is also very, very true.
Yes.
But, like, outside of that,
Yes.
which I can see why sometimes men would want to stay quiet during the movies to,
I wouldn't. I
stay
don't understand.
focused on the movies,
I don't.
basically.
That's
But
what
but
we
this
had
is
mentioned
my-
earlier. That
Yeah, right,
maybe
that's-
that may be a
We're
reason.
just giving possibilities. I wouldn't use the generalization that that's the
No.
way it works.
No.
Definitely
Right.
not.
Well, based off my experience, it's one of those where it's like, if that is the reason why you're quiet, I'm like, well, we're just gonna get through this movie together then.
Okay.
But like, I can't do the quiet. It's
Yeah.
so awkward. Like,
Yeah.
I will encourage as well, asking questions and showing moral support. Like, do you understand?
moral support.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But just,
You're the guy.
I know whose movie this is.
Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there.
I
Eventually I'd be
know
like,
whose movie this
Shut
is.
up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
No, and I'll be like, all right, well, the door's right there. You could shut up too.
Shut up!
And leave.
I cannot.
407. What are you gonna say, Ray?
I'm concerned sometimes for you, Brian.
Why? Fine.
Okay.
Do I got to throw out the stats? Let's flip over to the back of the card and read the stats,
No,
baby.
no. Oh, why? Because I'm divorced?
Oh.
Is that why? Is that why?
I didn't
And
say
you're
it.
happily married?
I
for
didn't say it.
25 years?
I didn't
Wow.
say it. We all 25 ain't happy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I ain't say it.
He said.
Dang, he's back
Ray
crying.
can't
She
even
was
talk
looking
about
out for you.
movies because she's been divorced.
Hang on, Nerese had another joke.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, what? First of all, it wasn't a joke. I was throwing it at you. You're over here throwing jabs at her. She was looking out for you.
What was the joke?
It was no joke. It was that.
her.
All right, Brian. Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
I'm uncomfortable.
This is a radio show. We tell jokes here. So relax.
I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Y'all are so unprofessional. 407-919-1067-877. 919-1067. Question to you is, what do you do when you run across a quiet movie, or are you a quiet movie goer yourself? I don't believe anybody called and admit that, but if you will, I want to hear it. 407-919-1067-877. 919-1067. Now it's time for you to call Adult Conversation on Johnny's House. Continuing of adult conversation, grown folks talking on the radio, and we're talking about a silent movie. What happens? What do you want to say about silent movies?
Okay, well, first of all, oh my God, I miss you guys so much. I listen to you guys all the time.
Well, thank you.
Going to work. Yes, I had car trouble, so I wasn't listening to you guys, but now I got my car troubles fixed, and yay, you guys do that. Say people a movie theater, and the movie's playing. I'm loud. I'm like, oh my.
Sunshine.
Yes.
How long you been listening to us?
For about a year.
About a year. Okay. Well, let me explain. It happens 9 o'clock after 9 o'clock on Wednesday. When we talk about going to the movies, we're talking about,
I know. I was getting to it. I know. Let's just, okay, I'll go to that. I am a loud movie person. I like to hear the movie. I like to know, like, what's going to happen next. I like to, be able to, if I can't see it, then I need to be like, I need to hear it.
Okay.
So I can go ahead and make my, let me go ahead and be able to make my noises compared to what I can't see.
Gotcha.
I think we were a little confused because you were talking about somebody like falling.
And you brought some friends. Oh, yeah, you do bring friends to you.
Get to it.
You do bring
was a point, but I go one, so he'll be like, okay, let me. So now he's starting to, make like little noises or whatever with the movie.
Yes.
But he's a quiet one.
Yes.
I'm not a quiet one. I'm a loud one. I like to be like, okay, yeah, this is going to happen next. I'm excited. What's going to happen?
Yeah. I got you.
I like the excitement.
I got you, Sunshine. Put you on hold. I got you. We understand now.
Okay.
You went all the way down the street to come all the way back.
Yeah.
But we got there. We got there. From Orlando, how do you say your name? Baba Booey?
Baba Booey.
Wow.
Baba Booey. Yeah, we live.
I don't trust you.
Say, why do I feel like I'm going to have to dump this?
Yeah, yeah. That's an old character from Howard Stern. And if somebody wanted to prank you on the radio back then, they yell out Baba Booey. Not today. Polk County, Christian, good morning.
Hey.
All right, what do you want to say?
Honestly, I was on the quiet side, to be straightforward with you, because the majority of the time it was more for the satisfaction of her enjoying it.
Okay.
So if she was enjoying it, that's what I was really being quiet about, because, yeah, it is about that focus point, like you were saying. But it's like, after somebody comes up and tells you, it's like, they want to understand if you're having that enjoyment out of it, that's when I kind of.
Thoughtful at the person and concentrate on making it great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess you could say it's like, it makes making sure that they are, it just makes it so much better to me, honestly.
Okay. Okay. I got you on that one. All right. Be anything over there?
Until all she got to do is wait. XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interacting to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone set up the boring and quick, then quiet's good.
Okay.
If it's an action movie, then you got to be a little more about it. Someone said they are a quiet goer. They always.
Goodness.
Oh, boy.
That would be scary. All right. But you guys are doing something on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that next on Johnny's House. That's the weekend. Cry for me. It is 9:45. Before we get out of here, some things that are happening in the community involve some members of the show, and we need to talk about it. Nikki from Rosie's Adventure. Hey, Nikki. Good morning.
Morning.
And how are you, ma'am?
I am very good this morning.
Okay, so what you got going on?
So this weekend on Saturday, we're having our second annual Just Call Mo Celebrity Bowl-a-rama, where we have local celebrities come out and bowl and have a really great time and raise money for the foundation I run called Rosie's Adventures. It's a childhood cancer foundation, and we support local kids in our community that are battling cancer.
Oh, and this is your foundation?
Yes, this is my foundation. I started it after my daughter Rosie passed away from cancer. She was diagnosed at only 3.5 years old. So I've seen firsthand what all these little kids have to go through in the hospital. So I started it after she passed to try to bring joy and create fun memories for the kids in our community.
So, and the money raised will go to doing what?
It'll go to all of our programs. So we have a lot of different programs where we deliver care packages full of toys to the kids in the hospital.
Yeah.
We put on fun events. So the kids, we have 3 children's hospitals in our community, Arnold Palmer, Nemours, and Advent Health. We get all the kids in hospitals together to connect them, to build a bigger family, and we do fun events for them. So all our programs, the money will go to.
Okay, well, tell us about Saturday's event.
Okay, so Saturday at the Alvito Bowling Center from 2 to 5 p.m., we're having our Bowl-a-rama. It will be a really fun. There's bowling tickets are sold out, but we still have pinball lounge tickets on sale for $15. So anyone that wants to come out and meet the celebrities and play in the pinball lounge can come out and get a ticket. But it'll be a lot of fun bowling and pinball and meeting a bunch of cool people.
And Brian, are you and Ray?
Yeah,
are doing it?
Ray and I are bowling. So the way it works is the local celebrities have a lane, and then people bid to bowl with them. Like they pay for the spot. So everyone's got like 5 people hanging on their lane. That all donated to the charity. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Well, if people can't get in and they can't go to the pinball lane, is there other ways? You have a website where people can get some more information and donate to your cause?
Yeah, they can go to rosiesadventures.org, and they can donate there and learn more about what we do.
Okay. Well, Rosie, thank you, and continue. It's already sold out, so it seems like it's going to be a successful event.
Yes, it should be lots of fun and successful.
All right. Well, thank you, and it was a pleasure talking with you, Nikki.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, we'll talk to you
Have a
soon.
good day, y'all.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's get out of here. First, we want to say hello to Roger. Roger is visiting us from Duluth, Minnesota.
Correct.
Okay, and he brought us some. I mentioned the other day that I needed a slide whistle.
Yes.
And you found one.
I found one.
And now, Roger, we on the radio, bro. You got to talk.
We're good.
And I was able to use it with Maurice's first real joke on the radio.
And he gave me one for the twins.
And you're gonna take that home.
I'm gonna.
And
then I'm gonna regret it.
I apologize in advance.
It's okay.
The garbage by 10 o'clock tonight.
And what was the weather like when you left Duluth? You've been here for like almost a week?
Yes, we've been here, 7 days.
And what was the weather like when you left? Because Duluth is one of the coldest places in the country.
Yes. Yeah, it can get cold up there.
What was it when you left?
It was 34 degrees, I believe.
Nope.
When we left.
And what was the coldest you've had to experience this past winter?
This past winter, we had a wind chill of minus 45.
It's 34 right now.
Yeah.
Wow. That's when you do the ice fishing, right? You put a tent over ice and you drill a hole and you sit there and fish all day.
And you can sit on the bucket on the ice.
That sounds like
you can
fun.
sit in.
Seriously.
You can have a shelter, and now they have. It almost looks like a camper that you can go out and lower down onto.
How thick is the ice?
Well, it depends on how cold it gets, and
but you put in the tent right there on the ice.
Yes, you are.
No,
yes.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I
learned that watching Bear and Sea Gold. They take full on excavators out onto the ice to dig it out.
That's how deep it is.
Because if it's not that it's a layer of ice, the whole damn thing freezes. You have to drill a hole deep enough to get through the ice to get to the water.
So how do you stay warm? You can take a heater in there or something?
Yes.
Oh, you do take a heater?
Yep. Yeah.
So I don't trust any of that.
Yeah.
No, there's a heater.
No, the concept does blow your mind. And until I watch Bear and Sea Gold, where I see once they dive in, the ice is 9, 10
It's-
feet
Okay.
thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ours isn't quite that thick.
Right,
You know,
you're on a
it gets
lake.
about
Yeah.
10 inches, and then it's safe for a car and for you to pull your ice hose. down
car?
there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't doing
Cars, trucks.
No.
Can you say about again?
About.
I love listening to him talk.
It built. So who you here just visiting some friends?
Yeah, we're visiting some friends that live in North Carolina. His parents are up in the villages, and so we're staying with them in the villages and heading back to Minnesota tomorrow afternoon.
Well, we appreciate you, man. Even though you're so far away, you listen to us.
Yes, I do. I'm just I figured it out today. I've been listening to you guys for 19 years.
Sure.
That's incredible. Thank you.
No, it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys.
You too, and thank you for the
inviting
gifts,
us
man.
in.
And what was that? His wife text. What did his wife say?
Oh, she said, as far as saving money, we talked about it earlier.
Yes.
Listen to the podcast. That don't let your husband go in the jerky aisle
Yeah.
at Buc-ee's. That's how you save money.
You went wild up in there?
Yes, I bought way too much. Over.
Are you taking it back, or are you just gonna?
Yes, I am. And my wife just mentioned yesterday she was wondering what the smell was in the bedroom that we're staying at, and she walked in there and finally figured out that it was all the beef jerky that I had. And
Oh my God.
So are you afraid y'all gonna run out of food up there in Duluth, and you just need some jerky?
No, this is just some of the best jerky we've had.
They don't have Buc-ee's up there.
No, we don't. No.
Yeah, see?
No.
Okay.
So we're. I mentioned to her, I said, just wait until you smell what your clothes smell like because we have to pack the beef.
Oh,
jerky.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you might
So when we get
have
home.
quadruple bag that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, man, anytime you're in town, let us know. You're welcome to come by and just
All
hang
right.
out.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys.
Let's get out of here. Mr. Ray, what's up?
Thank you for coming and hanging out. I have a doctor's appointment today, and then we have dinner
tonight.
later.
Yes, we do. Yes,
Yeah.
we do. We've been hanging out a lot lately.
I know.
Norris.
It's a slow day at the spa, so I'm off today. But
Okay.
that's good because I need to get ready for this weekend and pack my wedding dress and what I'm going to do for the wedding rehearsal. And
Mhm.
because Friday comes and we're done with the show, I got to drive straight to South Florida. So
Man. Okay. Big Grind.
Nothing, just a bunch of radio shows to take care of, and then I got a little haircut appointment. Got to get my hair done.
I hear you.
And then dinner tonight with you guys.
All right, Ryan Seacrest, take this thing. Have a beautiful day, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.